Across the top of the Audacity screen are a number of tools to use. There are the standard motion controls. We've got play, got rewind, fast forward, record, pause, and stop. Universal symbols here. This is the tool selection area, the main tools that we'll be using during the editing process. These are volume level controls. This is record, a record section here. This is the playback section here, speaker icon indicating that. Now you might see a different layout on the computer you're using, and if I were full screen here on the Mac, I would have a different layout as well. This next set of tools would be over to the side here, but I wanted to save some screen space to make the file size of these little demonstration videos more compact, easier to download, easier to watch, and as far as time is concerned. These level controls I will not be using very much during the editing process, but during recording I certainly would have if I'd recorded directly onto the computer. And there are a couple of tools here that we'll be using that you'll see. The next bar here is the timeline for the project. It starts at 0 minutes, 0 seconds, and you'll see that there's a great area, and it's less than 19 minutes. The original file that we imported was less than 19 minutes, 18 minutes, some seconds. That was the original recording. And when the file was imported with the options that I have set up for the basic Audacity functioning here, the waveform monitor adjusts itself to the length of the project. So what I'm going to be needing to do first is extend the waveform monitor. So part of it's going to go off screen because I want to do a little detail work, and actually during the entire editing process I'll be doing detail work in the area, so I certainly don't want to see the full 18.5 minutes. So I go up here to zoom out my track, and you'll see that the waveform monitor has changed, and I can come back here, slide it back over to see the very beginning. So now we've gone from the full almost 19-minute file length. Right now with this particular screen configuration and this particular zoom setting, I'm showing a little over 2 minutes and 15 seconds of the project, and that's what I found comfortable to work with on a typical project. And you'll also notice, and if you do want to see the whole project again, by the way, which I do at the end, we can click to the Fit Project button, and we're back to the original timeline. Another thing too about this particular project, this is recorded in stereo. I've got 2 microphones, 2 speakers, a host and the person being interviewed, and in order to have the cleanest audio, I've decided in most of these, if not all of these Spirit and Life settings, this particular podcast, to record the 2 people on separate tracks. And then if we have a soft speaker or a loudspeaker, or there were some other distractions, rustling of papers or other kinds of things, occasionally we'll hear somebody who's listening swallowing some water, I'm able to lower those volumes or edit those things out while the other person's talking. It takes more time, but it's resulted in a clean production.